Whoever fought for women to get jobs? Why? Why did we do that?
Angry guy here, and women are crying alone in their rooms because men won't date them anymore. Women are crying alone in their rooms because men won't date them anymore. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
Whoever fought for women to get jobs? Why? Why did we do that? I am so tired. I want to just put my feet up. Like, I am... Oh my god.
I'm so goddamn tired of being the fifth wheel, or the third wheel. And I got into it with my friend today. And she was like, well, it's a lose-lose. Either they don't invite you, and then you're hurt because you're left out, or invite you, and you're the third or the fifth wheel. I'm just over it. I'm exhausted by it. I'm like fucking tired of it. I'm tired of feeling like the loser who doesn't have someone. I'm tired of feeling like the person who like doesn't know how to like grow up and move on with their life. I'm tired of feeling like shame because like no one's chosen me, or I haven't found somebody that like, and like for the most part I feel like I'm good and I don't really like, you know, stress about it. But every now and again it just hits me when I'm just like, yep, my plans this weekend include being the fifth wheel to multiple dinners, parties, happy hours. And it's not a big deal. I have like a million things going for me, but sometimes it just hits me.
I have a dog. That's enough for me. A couple days later, she's like, so you don't want kids, but you have a dog. Do you have like a boyfriend or anything? And I was like, no, I've never had a boyfriend. She was like, how old are you? And I said, 27. She's like, and you've never had a boyfriend? And I like never really cared. But there's something about her like saying that really hit me this time, because like I've never been on even like 2 dates with the same person. Like even guys I've talked to or like hooked up with, they'll slowly stop talking to me, and then I find out they have a girlfriend or they get into a new relationship like a week later. And like when I was younger and I didn't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, I'd be like, it's because I'm fat. I used to weigh like 320 pounds. I lost 160 pounds. It's not like I'm being hit up every day, every week, even every month with like people in my DMs or like messaging me on Snapchat trying to get with me. It's like no one hits me up. It's not even like I'm being selective with who I'm picking and like turning people away. It's just like people aren't coming up to me, and I don't understand. Not like I have an issue with people like wanting to hook up with me, but if it tries to go a step further, they're like, absolutely not, no. I don't want to just like hook up with random people that I don't know, so I'll tell people that I don't want to hook up with them until I know them, and then they're like, well, you're a prude. I'm like, I literally can't win. Why it's like hitting me so hard this time is the fact that she had the audacity to ask by choice, and I just sit there and I'm like, no, it's not by choice. When I was younger, I was like, oh, it's because I'm fat. Oh, it's because I'm fat. Once I lose weight, I'll have no problem. And now that I'm like not fat, I'm just like, what is it? What is the reason? So now I'm gonna finish my energy drink and hit the gym until I can't feel my emotions anymore. Maybe that's the reason.
I'm just sad because like it's a fucking Saturday night and I'm sat indoors on my own. I've got to go and pick my mum and dad up because they've got a fucking better life than me. Oh, I don't know why I'm so upset about it. I think it's because I text my friends and they're like with their boyfriends, and I'm like, okay, cool. Oh well. So I'm just gonna cry into my wine. I was talking to somebody the other day, and do you remember at school when you used to say, oh, when I'm 25 I'm gonna be married with kids? Well, I'm not. I'm fucking single. Do you know what worries me? I'm like, where am I ever going to meet someone when I just spend my weekends sitting in my fucking bedroom? Because they're not going to run through the door fucking for hours and sweep me off my feet, are they? No. And then I'm like, oh, I don't just want to go out for the sake of going out. Do you know what I mean? Like on the fucking prowl for a man. Because I wouldn't do that. But I'm like, where do I expect to meet someone? Hinge. Well, look at what happened there. I just can't do it. I actually can't. I just feel sad for myself. Why am I crying? This is ridiculous. I don't even cry really. Like, I haven't cried in ages. I was probably due a cry, to be fair. This probably sounds really fucking stupid as well. I'm just gonna go get in the shower.
I mean, guys, here's the thing. Women are hitting the wall and getting no sympathy from men, and they can't seem to comprehend that this is a direct result of the decisions that they made. I mean, even the girl who says that you know, she used to hook up with a bunch of guys, but no, she doesn't do it anymore. Here's the thing, guys. She basically was the girl that was going around. She decided that she wanted to express herself freely. She wanted to, let the body count rack up. And now she's surprised that the only guys that are willing to get into a relationship are going to be guys that want to be intimate very quickly, but then don't want to actually follow up. And now she's trying to use her only bargaining chip as a means of trying to lock a guy down. And that's a terrible way of going about it, especially in the modern day era where guys no longer have trust anymore. I mean, the only guys that are the only guys that are willing to have relationships these days, most of them are only looking to, just for recreational use only, and then they're going to depart. And that's really how it is. And these women don't seem to comprehend that they created this reality for themselves, but of course they can never take responsibility for it, because while society will always hold men accountable for our decisions, for things we've done and things we haven't done, women have never been held accountable for anything unless they are held accountable. Women don't hold themselves accountable for anything unless they are actually held accountable, which seldomly happens in society. So this is a new experience for them.
Set up. It is truly, like we were saying before, like the most human thing.
So I made this bet with my boss like a couple years ago, and I've now added my best friend, her husband, and a couple other friends. But I feel like I'm just going to open it up to the general public because I'm good for it. So the bet/offer is, if you introduce me to my husband and I marry him, I will give you $5,000. I don't have to stay married to him for long. I can get divorced in 20 years. It doesn't matter. But if you introduce me to a man that I walk down the aisle and get married to, I will give you $5,000. My DMs are open.
Okay, let's talk about this. So, I'm offering a $5,000 referral bonus to anyone who finds me a husband. Yes, the video you just saw, that is her. That is who the New York Post wrote about. So, here's my thing. This is what men keep telling us. We want to say that they're being mean and bashing women. When they tell us that you will hit the wall, once you enter your mid-30s, they are not lying. This is what we need to realize. When a man gets married, most of the time he wants to build a family with that woman. There's off situations where that may not be the case, but a majority of the time, when you come together with a spouse, you want to build a family together. It's very hard for women over 35 to naturally bear children. That's not hearsay.
Out on their own, and they're still not able to do it. And when this happens, who do they blame? They blame society, they blame feminism, they blame men. They don't hold themselves accountable. And now look at this. She's offering $5,000, a $5,000 referral bonus. That's nothing. In today's day and age, $5,000? There are matchmaking services out there. But you know the reason why she's doing this? She doesn't want to pay these matchmaking services, because these matchmaking services in the United States, $5,000 is nothing to them. $5,000 is a deposit. All right, they will charge $20,000, $40,000, $50,000 to find you a man. And then here's the thing. And the thing is this: the kinds of standards that these women have, they're looking for millionaires. So she's offering $5,000, but the kind of guy that she wants is going to have to be a guy that makes at the very least maybe $500,000 or probably $1 million a year or more. But she's an attorney, so she's basically she's an attorney, so she's like, oh, I don't need. She already has that independent woman mindset that I make my own money. I have my own money. So she's going to be looking for a guy probably making $1 million a year, and she's dishing out $5,000 for that service? Nah. Sis. Nope. And guys, the thing is, they're not getting any sympathy from men. They're getting zero sympathy from men because they chose this for themselves. They chose this life, and now they're going to have to live with the consequences for choosing this life. Because no one is coming no one's coming to rescue them. No one's showing them sympathy. This is it. This is absolutely it.
For the woman when she hits a certain age. We're talking about women who've kind of had this high life and then they've stopped getting offers because maybe now she's hit like 38, 40. And then it's almost like they've kind of gone into this dark hole now. It's so toxic, it's like horrible.
Well, here's the thing. Most men don't feel sorry for those women, and I'll tell you why. The reason men don't feel sorry for them is because the experience that she begins to go through when she's older is the experience 90% of men go through every single day. The guy who works at the post office, the guy who helped you pack your bag, the guy who delivered your Amazon parcel, the guy in your class, the guy that you worked with. Most guys are invisible. It is only the high value guys that catches women's attention, the guy who's tall, attractive and shaped successful. So when women who have had that taste of the high life, have been that desirable, got all the attention, everything, they then get to a point where now they're being treated how most guys are treated. Guys don't feel sorry for them. A lot of guys feel that if you wanted to have a partner, have a family, settle down, you get to that point in life and you haven't done that, it's because you definitely had an abundance of opportunity to do that.
Yeah, it's tough shit.